Hello, hello. All right, we are here and we are ready. I had a little issue with the mic because I forgot to turn it on. So, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for joining me here today at Geeky Girls Journal. My name is Andrea, and you are going to be a part of this wonderful broadcast today. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Make yourself comfortable, make yourself at home. Ask any questions in the comment section if you have them. The comment section is over there. And if you are new here, you already know what to do. Thank you for coming in, dreamers, and supporting me. Be sure that you like this video, share it out, and subscribe because it'll help us to reach more people. Now, I am going to get right into this conversation today. So let's just go ahead and get started. The title is Being Yourself Unapologetically. Being Yourself Unapologetically. Now, some of us feel like we already have this under control, or as much control as we can have over this being yourself unapologetically thing. And some of us feel like, no, I'm not quite there. I would love to be more of myself. I love to be able to be who I am and be who God created me to be. So that's what we're going to talk about today in this broadcast. And oh my goodness, I'm so upset with myself that I did this. I just realized it. Oh, well, okay. Hold on, you guys, 1 second. Let me see if I can do something really quickly. I might not be able to. No, I can't do it. It's all right. So yeah, what I was talking about is being yourself unapologetically. I thought I was in vertical live, and that's my fault. I had full intention to go vertical today, but it's okay. If we're horizontal, I just have to switch things up a little bit, which is all right. Yeah, I'm give me 1 second, you all. 1 second to see if I can do something before I get into this, because I'm going to be really distracted if I.
Thanks for watching.
I don't want it on there. I don't want it there. I just want to. On StreamYard in so long, but I also. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I was trying to put some things in place so that I wouldn't forget what I was supposed to be doing. But anyway, so let's get started. Okay, so today, now I'm a little distracted. Today, we're talking about being unapologetically you. What does that look like for you? So if you want to be unapologetically yourself, it means being authentic. It means accepting and validating, being able to validate yourself, not needing outside approval from others to feel good, and not needing the outside approval of others to be able to make decisions and to be able to make you feel good about yourself and help you throughout your day. Thank you, Mr. Terry. I see you over there. Geeky Girls Journal. I can see and hear you clearly. No lag, no echo. Thank you so much. Geeky Girls Journal just forgot to put it in vertical, so I'm horizontal. All right. So that's what being yourself unapologetically means. Okay. It just means being yourself without compromise. So it can mean being yourself without compromise, but if you're unapologetically yourself, there are still times when you will have to make compromises, not with their personality. You don't always have to compromise who you are. In fact, you don't have to compromise who you are. But when I say you may have to compromise sometimes, that means you may have to look at both sides, like your side and the other person's side, and then figure out what works best. You might have to meet in the middle somewhere, but that's a whole nother topic we're talking about as far as you're concerned. Being yourself. What are your beliefs? What are your morals? What are your values? Not compromising on those things that are important to you. Now, if you see that some things that you think can be altered because maybe you got the wrong information somewhere along the line, and now you want to change your way of thinking, you want to have a mindset change, then that's quite all right. That's quite all right because you're still being your authentic self. Your thoughts have changed. Maybe you're showing growth. So it's natural that your thought process is going to change with certain things. But what about those core values? Like, do you believe that there's a God? Those things are some things that some of us, including myself, are not willing to compromise. So, what are those things, right, that keep you, at the core being who you really are? So that's what we're talking about today, being unapologetically yourself. Okay. Sometimes we naturally, we all want to be liked. We want to be, accepted by others. We want others to see us. We want others to, just be supportive of us. We want others to be there when we need other people. But if you're being unapologetically yourself, sometimes you're not going to have the support of others. And sometimes you realize you're not going to be accepted by other people. And it's okay with you. You realize that not everybody's going to be in your corner for everything. And Mr. Terry says, we must remember change is more than metal and paper in your pocket. Yeah, you have to remember that not everything or not everybody is going to like you. Not everybody is going to like your thoughts. Not everybody is going to like the things that you do. But if you're unapologetically yourself, you have to be comfortable with the decision you have made and comfortable with the person that you are becoming, right? So you can't worry about what other people's thoughts are of you. That's none of your business. You can't worry about other people's expectations of you. You do what you can do, and that's it, right? You don't worry about how others perceive you, and you don't have to have the validation of others. You don't have to have somebody validate you to make you feel like you're important or to make you feel like you're somebody. So that's you being unapologetically yourself. Okay, and I wrote down a couple things. Sometimes when you're being unapologetically yourself, you may have to refuse a couple things from people. You may have to say no. You may have to, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to go into those tips. If you're being unapologetically yourself, you have to be comfortable. You have to be confident in your own skin. You have to know who you are, and you have to be able to say, you know what, it's okay if nobody else likes me. It's okay if nobody else agrees with what I'm saying. I am confident enough in my decision. I'm confident enough in myself that I can move on and I will be okay. Hi, girl Lala. Your girl Lala, how are you? Hi, how are you? Thank you for coming in. I see you. And hi, girl Dad. I'm trying StreamYard today, girl Dad. Good day, Geeky Girls Journal. In chat, dropping through to show some love. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hit that like button, says girl Dad. Yes, hit the like button. Trying to get myself back together. This one is going to be short because I just want to come in and drop a couple of tips for you all that can help you to be anybody that's listening or that will replay this to be more unapologetically themselves. So hopefully these tips that I'm about to tell you can help out. No, they will, not hopefully. They will help out. And hi, Lala. Thank you for coming in. I'm good. How are you? I'm fine. Thank you. Yes, I thought that I had this in vertical live, but turns out it's in horizontal. So I had to change a couple of things around, but it's okay. We're here and we're ready. So let me give you all, I jotted down 4 things really quickly. So I'm going to share those 4 things and we're going to get out of here. Unless you have questions, comments, concerns, or anything of that nature. Your girl Lala, hey, that's from Girl Dad. Okay, so here are some tips to be unapologetic. Here are some tips on how to be unapologetically yourself. Okay, it's only 4, so it's real quick. Hey, lovely Samira, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. So the first tip is don't make excuses. Don't make excuses for yourself. Don't make excuses for others. If you're supposed to do something, do it. Let your yes be a yes, let your no be a no. Like if you want to do it, do it. If it's something you do not want to do, don't do it. It's easy as that. And sometimes I'm saying as easy as that. Sometimes I understand it's more complex and you may have to shift things around and change things around, but don't make excuses. If you say you're going to do something, do it. Be a person of your word, and I understand that sometimes things come up. So if something comes up, an emergency, or you can't do it for whatever reason, just be honest about why you cannot do it and move on, right? Life goes on, things happen. Okay. So the second thing is don't downplay things that you've accomplished. Don't downplay those things that you've accomplished. It's okay to be humble when you're talking about those things that you're successful at and that you're skilled at, but don't downplay it because now it's like you don't have you're just not giving yourself any kudos, right? I'll use it that way. Now it looks like, you're just like, oh yeah, I did that. That little thing that I did, oh, it's nothing. Or if somebody gives you a compliment on something, you're like, oh, that's nothing. Knowing that you put your heart and soul into that thing, right? And that you took time out of your schedule and time out of your family schedule to try to make things happen. And now you're downplaying it, right? Give yourself the benefit of the doubt. And it's okay to celebrate yourself sometimes. It's okay to say, yeah, I did that. I enjoyed doing it. I had a great time. The product turned out well. I'm glad I did it. It's all right to say those things. You can definitely say, you can definitely talk about your accomplishments. Now, I think it becomes an issue if you just start being real braggadocious. Is that a word? Braggadocious, like when oh yeah, I did this, and that, and you're talking about yourself all the time, what you did all the time, and that's all. That's it. That's all. Like the only thing that comes out of your mouth is how wonderful you are, how great you are, how you did this, how you did that. And now I like a confident person. I love a person with high self-esteem. But there can be a thin line sometimes between, giving yourself like saying, yeah, I did that, and being proud of what you've done, and just being, I don't want to say the word, but just being somebody who's always throwing something in somebody else's face. It's like, yeah, I got this, I got that, I did this, I did that. Then you might find yourself having to be unapologetically yourself by yourself because nobody's going to want to be around you if that's all you do. And I'm not saying that you can't be proud of things and proud of your accomplishments. I'm proud of a lot of things that I've done, but I don't throw those things in other people's faces. So that's what I'm talking about. You can be yourself unapologetically without, you know, being braggadocious and without throwing things in other people's faces, without being on your high horse and looking down on others. And there is a point in which you're supposed to be humble. Like you can have humility. You can do things and reach your goals and your accomplishments, but be humble, right? Be humble. What's that song? Be humble. I don't know. My kids know it. They told me about it. So yeah, you can be humble. And like I said, if you've reached a goal and it's something that you've been working really hard at, it's okay to be proud of yourself. It's okay to, to talk, to speak light into those things that you've done and be like, oh yeah, I did it. I did it. I'm so proud of myself. And surround yourself with other people that are going to celebrate you, right? Surround yourself with other people that are going to celebrate you. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, what did Mr. Terry say? We must remember if a person can't respect if a person can't respect your no, they don't deserve your yes. Please learn to celebrate the victories and successes in your life. I agree. It's okay to do that. It's okay to do those things. Please listen to the gospel song Handwriting on the Wall by Sensational Nightingales. Lovely Samira says, I hate those people, and it's okay to be proud, but also be humble. Yeah, it's okay. You can definitely be both proud and humble and just like, you know what? I accomplished my goals. I'm proud of myself. And also to be like, I'm not always going around tooting my own horn all the time, but it's all right. I did this. I'm happy I did it. It's another step in the direction that I want to go, moving right along. Next point. Don't be afraid to say no. We talk about this. time and time again. That's your number 3. Don't be afraid to say no. So if there is something that you really don't want to do, you don't want to consume your time and your energy with this particular thing, somebody asks you to do something and you don't want to hurt their feelings, but you're the person that has to deal with the decision that you've made. So if it's something that you really don't want to do, just say no. It's okay. And like we said, you don't have to be mean and nasty when you say a no. Just say no. Say thank you for the invitation. I'm appreciative. I'm glad you thought about me. However, I'm going to have to sit this one out. Whatever it is, but just say no. Be honest about it. Let your no be your no. That's you being unapologetically yourself, because you're not saying yes because somebody else wants you to say yes, right? You're saying your no because you don't want to do it. Or it could be the reverse. You might be saying yes because you really want to do something. So that's you just deciding what your time looks like, if you feel like doing this particular thing or that, and you say yes or you say no. Keep it simple. And if you feel like you want to go into an explanation, then that's your choice. It's your choice if you want to do that. Okay. And so number 3 was don't be afraid to say no. Number 4, don't be dishonest. Now, dishonesty also goes along with number 3. If you're saying yes to something and you really meant no, are you being a little bit dishonest right there? Yeah, you are. You're being dishonest because you know that's not something you want to do. You know it's not something you want to do. So in that situation, you're being dishonest. But also, if you're thinking about dishonesty as a whole, do you have integrity? Are you somebody that is known for telling the truth, or are you somebody that is known for being a liar? Are you somebody that people feel like if I go ask her opinion, or if I go ask her something, she's going to be honest and upfront with me? Or are people going to be like, oh, I don't want to talk to that. I don't want to talk to her or him because every time I go to them, they just lie about everything. Like, I just want them to tell me what their actual opinion is of this thing, but they lie. So whether it's you lying to keep from hurting someone's feelings, or if you're lying because you just don't want them to know what your true feelings are, either way, there's no such thing as a little white lie, you all. There's no such thing as a little white lie. A lie is a lie. So consider integrity. And if you're a person that is one that struggles with telling the truth, try to work on it a little bit more. Maybe ask God to give you the proper words to say so that you don't hurt anybody's feelings, but give you the proper words to say so that your no can really be your no and that you don't shy away from it. Ask the Father, He'll help you out. And start practicing that. If you want to be somebody who wants to be honest with people and who wants to come across as that person that somebody can trust, then work on it. Just work on it a little bit at a time. Work on it little by little. And before you know it, that having integrity, telling the truth, saying no, and all those things will just come so fluidly, and you won't feel bad about it when you say no to others, right? As long as you're not being nasty about it. Like I said, you won't feel hesitant to say no. You'll be able to give a no and feel all right about it. Because again, you're being unapologetically yourself. So you don't have to feel bad about that no. You don't have to feel like I can't come to this person and tell them my feelings honestly. Now, sometimes we have to remember the audience that we're dealing with as well, right? If you have somebody that you know that may be a little bit more sensitive about specific topics, still be truthful, but you might just want to temper your words, right? Don't go full force at that person. They're not going to receive it well. You might have to just kind of ease into it a little bit. You don't need to sugarcoat it because we don't want to tell lies now, but you might just want to soften the blow up a little bit. Does that make sense? Let me see what you others are saying. Okay, let's see. Hey, Kenneth, how are you? I see you. Thank you for coming in. Trying to go up. I'm known to be a truth teller. Good for you, Samira. Good. That's awesome. Yeah, why not tell the truth? But others don't want to hear it. Sometimes they do not. I'm the same. I'm one that likes to tell the truth, but sometimes people are not ready for it. And I've had to learn to back off. I've really had to learn to back off because I'm learning that if I'm so focused on the truth all the time and that person's not willing to receive it, that's a moment where I just have to take a step back and give them time to process or give them time to whatever. They may have to go through some things before they're ready to hear what I have to say. But one thing I'm not going to do is, if you ask me something, is tell you a lie. I'm not going to tell you something that's going to hurt you. I'm going to try to tell you something that is going to benefit you, something that's going to speak life into you. So sometimes that can be a difficult situation, but you have to know who it is that you're speaking to. If it's somebody that you've never come in contact with, like I said in the last live, I would say pray about it first before you go and tell them what that truth is and make sure that they're ready to receive and make sure they have an open heart, because we were talking about this as well. You don't know what kind of day people have had. You don't know what kind of person they are. And, it's a lot of unknowns happening in those situations. So, try to prepare the ground first, if that makes sense. Try to set a foundation. If you have a relationship with this person that you're going to go tell the truth to, you already know for the most part what their temperament is, if they can handle this information and how you should present it. So yes, tell the truth, but also be aware of the person that you're dealing with. And if you don't know them, sometimes you just got to mind your business. You just got to mind your business most of the time. If I'm being honest, like, you just have to mind your business most of the time. But if it's something that God lays on your heart to tell that person, it is your job to go do that. And I believe that God will clear the way for you when he tells you to do it. Most of the time, that person already knows. You're just the person coming to confirm things. And if they didn't know, once you say something and it's for them to receive and it's from God, they're going to be like, yeah, you know what, you're right. They're not going to give you a whole lot of resistance. But if they do, that's fine. You've done your job. You walk away. Hey, I'm just giving you this information. Do what you'd like to do with it. And I'm out. Right? You don't need to sit there, pity pat. You don't need to sit there and try to convince them, that this is the only way to see it, that your way is the only way. No, you don't need to do all that. Just tell them what you got to say. And that's it. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Hey, Kenneth. Hey, Kenneth, how are you today? Hey, VOM. Hashtag bomb. How are you? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Don't forget, you all can type GGJ to drop your channel link. Hello, everyone. That's Bomb. And Kenneth is saying hi to Mr. Terry. Everybody's saying hi. Good afternoon, Samir. Let me drop down to see if I've missed anything other than the highs. Okay, let's see what Mr. Terry says. Geeky Girls Journal is talking about the two great lights in the world, a guiding light and blinding light. A guiding is a loving and giving person. A blinding light is self-centered and prideful. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Morning, people. Hey, Bud Files. How you doing? Samir says, hey, Kenneth. And let's see. What kind of light do you have? That's a very good question. What kind of light do you have? That's something to think about. If you're not being that light, if you're not being that light that God created you to be, and if you're, just allowing that light to be dim by, not, first of all, not shining it, not sharing who you are with others. And then if you're just coming in and you like just being mean and nasty for no reason, you're not letting the light of God shine through you. If you're being mean, nasty, and just, so yeah, what kind of light do you have? We can talk about different lights. Hi, Kenneth. That's from the Bud Files. Hey, Carol, how you doing? Thank you for coming in here. Don't forget to drop GGJ if you want to drop your link. Carol, everybody's speaking to everybody. Good afternoon, Bud. I'm trying to go through these so I can let you all go earlier today. I want to hold you for an hour and a half, 2 hours. So I'm just looking through your comments quickly to see if there's anything else there other than a hi. Right? Okay. Thank you, Mom. Hashtag. Okay, great. Thank you for sharing me out. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, hashtag bomb. So anything you all would like to say before I end this broadcast, I'll give you the 4 tips again so that you can remember. How these are 4 ways or 4 tips to help you to become unapologetically you. And we were talking about at the beginning, being yourself unapologetically. And I'll tell you what the definition is again that I found, and I thought it was a good one, so I'm going to share it. Being authentic, accepting, and validating of yourself, and not needing outside approval to feel good enough. That's what the meaning and the definition of being yourself unapologetically is, according to the internet. I think it was Shared Labs or something like that. I can't remember the name of the person that created that message, but here are the 4 tips that I give on how to be unapologetically you. So the 4 tips are: number 1, don't make excuses. Number 2, don't downplay things you've accomplished. It's okay to be humble, but it's okay to be humble, but you've reached that goal. So be proud of it. Be proud of it, but also show humility. So you can talk about it. You can be proud of what you've done. Don't be braggadocious and throwing things in other people's faces like, oh, this is what I did. You can't do this. You can't do that. No, that's mean spirited. So don't do that. But yes, be proud of what you've done, and then be humble, right? Be humble. So that's 2. Number 3, don't be afraid to say no. No is very powerful, and we say all the time, no means no, period. You don't have to give an explanation when you say no, but if you feel like you want to give that person an explanation, that's completely up to you. And sometimes different situations call for different things. Sometimes you can just say no and go on about your business. Other times you might feel like I'm going to say no, but I'm going to explain to this person why I'm saying no. Okay, it's interchangeable. Whichever way you want to go with it depends on you and the person that you're talking to, right? Not everybody is going to get an explanation. If I say no and I just want it to be no, that's enough. I mean no, I'm done. But if I want to explain to you why I'm saying no so that you can get a better understanding and get some clarity, that is my choice. That's also your choice. But either way, if somebody says no, let their no be a no. That's it. Unless you feel like, I mean, sometimes you can persuade people out of a no, but if that person is being unapologetically themselves and they've already decided that their answer is no, let that be the end of it, right? Thank you, Vom. I see you. Right? Yeah. Don't keep trying to push and pull and I'm gonna feel so bad that you're not there. Okay, I just said no. I want you to accept what I'm saying. That person will eventually come around, and if they don't, they're just gonna have to be all right with it. They are just gonna have to be okay with it because, like I said, if you meant that no from the depths of your soul, stick to it. You don't have to change it. Okay, let's see what else. Amen. The 4th thing, don't be dishonest. Don't be dishonest. Integrity. Have integrity. Even if you feel like, man, I don't want to hurt their feelings. I don't want to say it. If I say it this way, if I don't really say what I truly feel, then they're going to be happy when they walk away from this conversation. I won't hurt their feelings. But if I say what I truly feel and I'm being honest, then I might hurt that person's feelings. Well, if you think you're going to hurt that person's feelings, you might need to wait it out for a second, consider the words that you need to use before you say them. And also what I say, number 1 is pray about it, go to God, ask him to soften a person's heart, ask him to set the tone of the conversation, ask him to give you the right words to say. Because if you do it that way, you're not going to have any issue. And also ask God, is this the time for me to tell this person? Because sometimes it's about timing. Sometimes you can tell somebody something today and they don't want to hear anything you had to say. They might be having a terrible day. And now here you come delivering whatever this news is. And now they're like, I don't want to hear you, get on my nerves, get out my face, whatever it is they say. But then if you wait and you tell them on a Friday or whatever day that they're having, it's a better day. Now there might be more, in the mode where they're ready to receive what you have to say. So that's why I say pray about it and make sure that it's the right time. consider your audience and be truthful. Be truthful. At least you'll be that friend or that family member that people know if I come to them, they're going to give me the truth. Right? If I say something to her, she's going to tell me what her absolute honest opinion is. That's the person you want to be. You don't want to be that person that they're calling a liar and a cheater and a thief and all those other things that you don't want to be. So, hi, DOI. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Hey, Buddha. Boo. What's up, GGJ? How you doing? I'm doing fine. I'm letting you all out of here in 1 minute. Watch me. 1 minute. Yes, thank you, BOM. Hashtag bomb. Is that what you want us to call you now? Hashtag bomb or hashtag BOM? I'm just going to say it both ways until you tell me different. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming in. Everybody speaking. Good morning, DOY and Terry. That's from Buddha. Look at it. I see it right coming in now. Yes. So you all, any questions, anything you want to talk about further about this? Being unapologetically yourself. Being unapologetically yourself. Something that, I started working on years ago because I was like, you know what? I don't want to be a people pleaser, right? I don't want to be a people pleaser. I just want to be somebody that loves myself, loves God, number one, loves myself, loves my family, and I want to do the right thing. I want to be honest. I want to have integrity, all those things. And I told you all, I started at a young age, probably right at birth. My father, when we were able to talk, when we were first able to talk, he was very, very big on integrity and being honest. And he'd be like, you better not lie to me. Don't you do it. And so I grew up with that. And so that's something that really, really irritates me. Really irritates me. And I try not to be, spicy when I know somebody's lying to me. And I'm like, I know you're lying. Like, I could tell you lying. And I might not even voice it. It might just be on my face because I know you are. But everybody's not me. So I also have to consider those things. Let me see what you all say. DOY says, I'm doing great. All praise to our Heavenly Father. Absolutely right. Buddha says 1,000. Yeah, 1,000. Buddha, that's right, 1,000%. So I was supposed to do vertical live today, you all. I thought this is my first time coming on StreamYard in a minute and doing a video. And I'm more familiar, as you all know, with Restream. I hadn't been on StreamYard and saw the new features in a while. So I was kind of, playing around with them a little bit. And I completely forgot to change it into vertical live. So Miss V, if you're watching this later, I know I just made a mistake. I just forgot to change it. And then once I started this, I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh man, I completely did horizontal. So next time, you all, we're going to do vertical. So, yeah, thank you all for coming in. Let me see if you have questions before I get out of here. Oh, I do see a question up here. Uh-oh, what did I do? I see a question, and then I'm going to, me too. Buddha said me too. Liars, no, can't do it. Can't do it. I have a question about the challenge. I know we can make it anything, but is there a prompt to follow? No prompt. No prompt. Do whatever. When I say you can do it however you want to do it, Samira, however you want to do it. It's you. Basically, what the challenge is goes along with all the things I'm going to be talking about for this whole month. And I'm like, am I going to be able to talk about being yourself for a whole month? We'll see. Well, it's not going to be a whole month. This is going to be like Monday through Friday, right? So my goal, Samira, and I'm glad you asked this question because others might have a question as well. There are no boundaries, right? The only thing I ask is that you be kind and considerate enough not to do anything explicit or cursing. I don't want my name attached to that. If you're doing and I'm pretty sure that most of you here already have a good sense of who I am. And it's not about me, really. It's not about me. I'm just saying be respectful of others because with what you post, other people will see it. So no, I don't have any expectations of anybody. You do what you feel comfortable. If you want to turn some flips in your video, turn some flips. If you want to jump up and down on the trampoline, you say, this is what I like to do in my wind down time, right? I like to jump on the trampoline. Then show us jump on the trampoline, right? If you like to cut grass in your spare time, if you like to read a book, if you like to do whatever it is that you like to do, this is just me saying be more comfortable with who you are. If you feel like you're awkward and you're uninterested, please, there are other people in this world that can identify with what you're doing. I just want everybody to be more comfortable with who they are, because I think as you're comfortable and as you become more comfortable with yourself, becoming who you are supposed to be, then you're going to kind of ignite that passion in others, and that ignite that flame and their desire to say, hey, you know what? I saw Samira or Andrea on there being herself. I know I can do that. I can completely start to be myself. I can start being more honest. I can start being more financially independent. I see Lisa J in here. Hey, Lisa J, thank you for coming in. Yeah, I can start being more of this. So the whole objective is not for me to put demands on you and to say, do it this way because this is my challenge. No, it's all of our challenge. You do it the way that you want to do it. I'm just saying, be yourself when you're doing it. That's the only thing that I'm asking, the only limitation. Be yourself, right? Be yourself. And with this, I'm hoping that more of us and more people that will watch this later will feel more comfortable in their own skin and more comfortable with being who they are unapologetically, right? Not unapologetically in the sense that you're a bully and you're going to start doing this stuff, doing this and that to other people, but unapologetically, like, you at your core, this is who I am, this is who I'm going to be. I'm not conforming because somebody else wants me to be this, or I'm not conforming because somebody expects this of me. So that's what I'm asking. So yeah, if I ask you to do anything other than what you feel comfortable doing, then that's me not allowing you to be unapologetically yourself. Does that make sense? So just be yourself. Be yourself. If you love to eat a fruit bowl every day, do that. I don't care. I really don't care. The sky's the limit. It's up to you. If you want to get on here and recite poetry, make up a rap about being yourself, or perform a little skit, I'll do whatever your heart desires. But be you. That's it. Be you. Don't come on here being Buddha. Buddha is already Buddha. Don't come on here being hashtag bomb. Don't come on here being DOY. Don't be, who else is over there? Lisa. Don't be Samira. Everybody needs to be themselves, because my whole thing is, if you're not being yourself, you're not being the person God created you to be, then you're not allowing people to, first of all, see the real authentic you. You're not allowing people to look at you and say, hey, that's relatable. I can relate to her, right? Even if you're vulnerable, if you're a person that's very vulnerable, if you are a person that likes to just get on here and talk, then show us that, whatever it is, right? I just want you to do more of that so that you can fall more in love with who you are and be more accepting of who you are. Because to me, if you're not, I just feel like it's a slap in the face to God, because God created you. God wanted you to be this way. God wanted you to have those little quirks and those little things that you do that other people aren't around. You might sing in the shower, right? Or you might, like me, I can be in my kitchen cooking and I just burst out singing. Or I can be anywhere, to be honest with you. I can be outside walking down the street and I just burst out singing and dancing. I don't know. I'm not the best dancer. Can't even really dance, but I'll move and I will definitely hit some notes. I'm not a Whitney Houston, but I will try to sing something. I'm just saying that's a part of who I am. So if that's you, right? If that's you, or if you can think of something that you really, really love to do, then that's what you display. That's what you display. That's all I'm saying. And that's a great question. So thank you for asking. Yes, I dislike those who lie. I try not to snap on. I know it takes a lot of, it takes self-control. That's for sure, Buddha. Because if somebody is lying and you know they're lying, you have to show restraint, and you have to, like I said, show self-control. Because my thing is, when I know somebody's lying to me, I just dig deeper and I'm asking more questions. I'm asking more questions. And eventually somebody's going to get caught. Somebody's going to get caught is what I'm saying. So, and then other times, I might just say, you know what, it's not even worth this battle. It's not worth my battle. That's something I'm learning right now. That's me being myself, you all. That's something that I'm definitely learning that is me. You know, I love the truth. I like it when people are genuinely being themselves, whether or not I like what you say or not. It's not my place to judge you. I don't, that's your opinion. But I can respect people that are honest, you know, and that are fair and that do other a host of other things that I won't go into right now. But I'm just saying, yeah. So, yep, be yourself, Samir. That's what we're going for. Good morning, Lisa. Let's see if I missed anything. Especially when they put, yes. Yes, hashtag mom. Especially when they play on your intelligence. I can't stand it either. Right, like you don't think I'm bright enough to understand what you're saying? Like I'm just letting you get away with this because I can. Like that doesn't mean that I don't understand what you're doing. Doesn't mean I don't see what you're doing. I just don't have the time and energy to deal with it right now. So okay, you can pretend like you had that one, or you can feel like you had that one, but yeah, don't do that. Don't be dismissive of me, and don't try to dumb. That's why I say another reason why I don't dumb things down, because people will play on your intelligence. They really will. And sometimes I'm just learning it's best to just walk away, because I was having this conversation with my husband. He was like, Drea, sometimes no matter what you say, you're not going to convince that person. You're just not. They already have it set in their mind that they're going to do this one thing. I guess they're being unapologetically themselves, right? So they already have it set in their mind. This is their opinion. I'm not going to be the person to change it. So I've had to learn, don't sit there and have this conversation. Don't sit there and try to persuade them. Leave it. Just let it go. Walk away. That's all I say about that. But yeah, I'm with you on that, Mom. I agree. It's annoying YT won't let us do horizontal anymore when we go direct. I know. We got to do it, YT. If we want to be here, we just got to do what they want to do, I guess, right? Very true. Typo, try to play on your intelligence. Yeah, I understood exactly what you said. I thought you put that, Vom. Okay. Yeah, I understood what you were saying. Georgia Tech men's head basketball coach Josh. Oh, I must have missed what you said before that. I can't stand it, Buddha. I can't either. I can't either, Mom. I could just imagine you like, I can't stand it. No, I can't. Be honest. Just stop it. And like, stop trying to, a lot of times people do that just to try to make themselves feel better. And they want to make you look like the dummy, right? They want to, oh, you're just dumb. Why you say that? But no, you and I both know that I'm not. You just want to make yourself feel better. So you said those things to feel like now you can walk away like a peacock, right? You know how to peacock just, no, that, and guess what? I will not allow you to make me feel that way, because I'm going to speak my mind. That's part of the problem. I'm going to tell you what I think. But again, it takes the convicting of the Holy Spirit to say, Andrea, walk away, because God knows his child, and he knows that I will sit there and try to, make sure that that person understands what I'm saying. That's me. I will do that. I'll sit there and say it over and over again and drill it in. I'm like, listen, I'm not going to be the dead horse, but I just try to explain what my side is and my point. And I've realized sometimes I'm just exhausting myself and I need to just walk away. So hopefully I'm helping somebody else out with this, because I've learned over the course of several years that, it's not every battle is for me. Not every battle is for me. Not every battle is for me to fight. It just isn't. Sometimes I have to be okay with that. True bombs, it really gets under my skin and trying to stay cool and chill. I see, it looks like we all in the same boat with it. Hey, Terry. Looks like we're in the same boat. We can all relate, because I'm telling you for sure. I'm telling you for sure. Thank you for clearing it up for me. You're welcome. Thank you for clarifying it. Okay, I said it wrong. Thank you for clarifying it. Yes, no problem. I'm always me. Always, every time I see you, you are Buddha. Every time I see you on here. Yes, I said it wrong. Unapologetically. Unapologetically yourself. I see you like that all the time too. I like to see people shine To me, that's when people shine, is when they're being their true self, right? I just, there's a spark there, and you can see that little bright light. So I'm just trying to promote more of that. Just be more you, be more yourself, right? That's, like I said, that's why I started this platform, because I wanted my girls to be more their self, regardless of the things that their classmates were saying to them and people in the neighborhood would say to them. I'm like, it doesn't matter what they say. You have to accept yourself. Accept yourself. Love yourself. Don't worry about what anybody else says about you. So I'm constantly talking about being unapologetically you, constantly talking about that. So yeah, I don't know. I love it. I love talking about it. And I always feel like if God knit us in our mother's womb and created us to be us, created you to be you and me to be me, what do I look like walking around trying to act like Vaughn? Or what do I look like trying to be Samira or Buddha? I'm not. I'm Andrea. I'm Andrea. So yeah, I just want people to be yourself. That's all. And that's what we'll be talking about for this whole month. Just gonna have to come up with a whole lot of be yourself topics, I guess. People say I'm crazy. I say we and laugh. Okay, yes, I love it. That's exactly right. Yes, that's right, Mom. Yes, Buddha, be yourself. Be yourself, girl. Be yourself. I like the Buddha that you are, from what I can see. True. Yes, be yourself. Geeky Girls Journal. Here's one more tip from Mr. Terry. I would I would to your list. Oh, Geeky Girls Journal. One more tip I would add to your list is learn to see yourself through your own eyes. That's a good one. Actually, that's a good one. Thank you, Mr. Terry, for that. Learn to see yourself through your own eyes. Look yourself in the mirror and see, look at how, just look at those things about you and say, I am beautiful. I am loved. Say all those things. Say those great things about yourself. Even if you don't feel whatever it is that you're feeling at the moment, speak positive things about yourself. Speak positive things about yourself. You're not letting your true light shine. That's right. You're not letting your light shine if you're trying to be somebody else. Your light is actually very dim if you're trying to be somebody else, because that's not you. That's not you shining your light. That's you trying to be somebody else. They're being a copycat. You're mimicking somebody else. Be yourself. Me, I don't say everything the right way, and I don't care. I don't care. I'm being myself. I'm being who God created me to be. And I'm being the best person that I can be at that particular moment. Now, I'm going to change. I'm going to grow. I'm going to do things differently sometimes. And that's a part of my journey. It's also a part of your journey. Be okay with it. Be present. Be present and be accepting of who you are and move it along. That's right. I pray everyone shines to the brightest and goes to the highest. That's so nice, Buddha. That's sweet. That's so sweet. I learned about looking at myself with my own eyes from a female YouTuber named Lisa Montgomery, a former addict and life coach. She taught me the following lesson. Okay. Hey, Jay, thank you for liking and sharing me out. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I need to do a thank you song like Jay. Jay says thank you to everybody in his raps and stuff like that. No, not rap. Like he gives the shout out. And that's so kind. Hey, everyone in the chat. I would make a song if I could. I can. It just might not be like one of those top producers, but I can do it. Just because someone puts mess on the plate don't mean you have to eat it. Let's see. Right. I love it when you saying right, Mom. Because that means I said something that you were that was relatable. So thank you for that. And she's saying, hey, the Jay. Hi, Jay from Kenneth. Hi, Jay from #Bomb. Hey, Bomb. Let's see. Hey, Jordan. That's from Buddha. That's from Buddha. Mr. Terry says, you can't change another person's eyes. You can only control what you present in front of them. What they choose to see is up to them. The question is, when you look in the mirror, what do you see? Absolutely. What do you see? And be honest with yourself, especially if there's some things that you know you need to change and you want to be unapologetically yourself, but a great version, or you want to be the best version of yourself that you can be. Yeah, it's okay to say, I need to change these things about myself and proceed. Just do it. Do it. You don't have to make an excuse. Just go for it. Hey, everyone coming in. I love how you all are reminding everybody coming in to press that button. Let's see. Thank you, Samira. Hey, everyone coming in. Make sure you smash the like button. Thank you so much. Buddha says, peacock is in blue-green birds. Yeah, they flare out their wings and run after you. I got chased by one. You did when I was 27. Ran and jumped on a picnic table. I don't know if I should be laughing at that. Sorry, Buddha, if you don't want me to laugh, but just imagining, I'm visual, imagining a peacock chasing you. I would have ran and jumped too. I do not. My kids know that whole bird thing. I don't like it. I can look at them from a distance and, they're beautiful. The peacock, go ahead with the feathers. When they flare and they, the wings, the feathers go out. And I'm like, oh, that's so pretty. What a beautiful sight. But I'm like you. I would not, if one chased me, I would do the same thing. I run. I would keep running and just run as fast as I can, like the little gingerbread man. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. Okay, this is Buddha. True, you let your inner light shine when you be your true self, which is who God the Creator made you to be individually. Absolutely right. I agree with that, Buddha. Right, God made us to be unique. You see? I love it. I love what you all are saying. He made us to be unique. He made us to be ourselves. He made us to be just the way he made us to be. And he didn't make a mistake. God does not make mistakes. So if you're a person that's compassionate, you're supposed to be compassionate. God made you compassionate, right? If you're a person that is very giving, God made you to be giving. Why is this something you want to change? Like, I don't want to give. Every time I give, some people hurt my feelings. Yeah, people hurt. That's right. People hurt other people. But don't let them change who you really are, because that is something that's special. That's something that's unique. And that is something that God gave you in a way that you shine your light on others. It's a way that, God, that's a piece of your fabric, right? That's a piece of your fabric. So just be watchful and careful, but don't let other people dictate how you're going to do something. Still, if you're a giver and you want to do things out of the kindness of your heart, do it out the kindness of your heart still. I'm not saying not to be watchful and observant. And again, pray about it. If you feel like you don't know which way to go in a situation, prayer is always the remedy for that. Just pray about it. Pray about it. See what we say. Okay, let's see. We must understand the difference between being a warrior and a soldier. A warrior will fight all the battles in their life. A soldier will pick and choose the battles they fight. Before I fight a battle in my life, I say the following questions. Is victory worth the battle? If it's not, time and energy saved. That's right. If it's not, time and energy is saved. Vom, look at you. I think every now and then you dropping a right to make me feel good. But I love it. Thank you. I see you. Oh man, let me see. I'm all the way behind. Let me catch back up. It's all part of growth. Yes. And hey, y'all, look who's over here. A peacock attacked my car. I thought he was another one. That's because Jurassic Park. That's all I'll say about that. Star Ridley. And y'all know that Star. Hey, Star. So that's Star. Buddha says, I was laughing because I didn't do anything. I saw it and it looked at me and made this noise and flared the wings out. And I said, oh, how beautiful. And it ran after me and they fast. It's why I jumped on the table. Oh, it ran after you and it was fast. That's why you jumped on the table. Buddha, I'm not judging you. I'm definitely not judging you because I would have ran too. I probably would have high needed like I probably would have been running too because I don't like birds. I don't like birds following me. I don't like birds flying over me. I don't like. If you're a sappy Cancer, be that. Tell them star. If you want to jump up here, I'm leaving out soon. I told you all this was gonna be short today. We got to get out of here today. We got to get out of here. Yeah, if you're a sappy Cancer, be that. If you're a sappy Cancer, be a sappy Cancer. Why are you worried about what everybody else saying about you? God wanted you to be a sappy Cancer. Be a sappy Cancer. Right, geeky girl? Right, Vom, that's right. Whatever you said, right too. Good afternoon, Star. See, Kenneth saw you, Star. Oh, boy. Hey, Kenneth from Star. Yes, pray for guidance. Pray for guidance. Pray without ceasing. Oh, good ones. Look at the chat. Look at those co-hosts over there. Yep. It takes many different colors to make a rainbow. Who says the one color is any greater than the other? If we all thought the same, there would be no new innovations or discoveries. You are so right. Country Hustle 101. Thank you for coming in, Country Hustle. If you're still here, oh yeah, you probably are because it was 12:55. Yeah, so thank you for coming in. Appreciate you coming in. Make sure you hit that like button, share this out, and subscribe. If you are not a part of the Geeky Girls Journal family, become a dreamer. How do you become a dreamer? Hit that subscribe button. It's free. But like my sister told me, free 99. So yeah, hit it, Courtney. We're glad to have you. And look at you jumping right in. Good for you. Hey, that's Star for y'all. Star is in the building. I'm relating to the whole conversation. I love it. Great message. Thank you, Vaughn, because I got a little distracted at the beginning of this live stream. I'm telling you, okay, so I usually I like a good plan, but I feel like God is trying to tell me something, and I don't know if I'm catching on, but I'm throwing myself out here every day, Monday through Friday, not knowing a lot of the times, most of the times, what the topic is going to be. And also, I just thought today, I'm like, hey, let me just jump on StreamYard and try this because Miss V was telling me about the new features. I was like, oh, I'm going to just jump on and see. That was a problem. I should have given myself, I ran into some complications, and I thought in my mind, I was like, I'm going to jump on StreamYard 15 minutes ahead of time so that I can play around with it and get stuff set up and all that. But that's not what happened. I really jumped on probably about 5 minutes before, and I was like, oh, I got to hurry up because I was coming. I got back in later than I had planned, so I was not able to do that. So anyway, that distracted me. Now I'm back on point. So hey, Star, thanks for coming in. Sit back, relax, and join the conversation. That is from Nightbot, Country Hustle. Okay, anything I missed? So true. That's from Star. So yeah, if you go back and you replay this, that's why I was, in the OODA loop or whatever they call it, trying to figure things out. Because I was like, wait a minute, I'm looking at the screen and it was clearly horizontal, but in my mind, I was thinking I was supposed to be vertical because in my mind, before I came on, I was like, oh, I'm doing a vertical live, but I didn't push the button to go vertical. So next time, tomorrow, I hope I remember. And if not, we'll be horizontal again. But yeah, I'm enjoying this conversation. You all, any questions, comments, or concerns? Because we got 2 more minutes. It says 58. Work it. Life is a learning journey. Don't be too hard on yourself. Thank you. See? Like, see, that's what I love. That's my right there. Y'all know, you all already know that is my support system. One of my support, very, very supportive family member. So that's Star. Yeah, you all already know she is in my circle that we talk about all the time. So when I hear stuff like that from my circle, it makes me feel a little bit better. And from you all are in my circle too. When you were in there, like, yeah, right. Because I can imagine you saying it from knowing who you are on video and getting a glimpse of what your personality is. When you say right in the comment section, I felt that too. I can feel it too. So, all right. If all minds are clear, you all, like we at church. So if you didn't hear what the 4 points, the 4 tips were, and they're in no particular order, but if you didn't hear what the 4 tips were about how to be yourself unapologetically, just rewind this. I said rewind, replay this. So that tells you what era I'm from. I said rewind because you're thinking about the VHS. So just replay this, and then you can then see what the 4 tips are, and you can move forward in being more of yourself unapologetically. All right. So let's see. Mr. Terry, thank you for dropping the information over there so that others can see what we're doing Monday through Friday. We must remember nobody came out of the womb knowing everything. Absolutely not. And Mr. Terry also says we must remember an experience is a failure if you didn't learn anything from it. And Star says, pass the offering plate. That's right. Pass it. Give me the thing that jingles and the money that folds. I like all of it. All right. So with that, you all, we are going to be here the rest of the week as far as I can see. Unless God says different, I will be here at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If it changes, it's going to be in the community tab, so look for it there. What else? Just even if I'm not available, say something comes up, I want you all still to be yourself. And don't wait for me if you want to produce the content, anything, like I said, no limits. Let the Lord lead you. Do what you want to do it the way you want to do it. I'm not anybody's boss. I'm just here trying to spearhead this or trying to walk you all through it. But ultimately, I just want you to just feel better about who you are and start to get into the rhythm. And it's all right. It's okay to challenge yourself, and it's okay to grow. It's okay to be you. So do more of that. Be more of you. And we're going to have this conversation later, all throughout the entire month, all the way to July 31st. Any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comment section after this video. Otherwise, I will see you all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. And thank you for coming in. Yes. Sure to go to geekygirlsjournal.com to make purchases for the special girl or woman in your life. We have books and motivational merch. Check us out.